We're going to have the winner of the Drogheda Regional Heat, Clever Miles, who are presenting their system for safer driving today. I'm sure they can tell you better words than me. Next up will be winners of the Galway Regional Heat, Ireland's Raw Kitchen, with their organic superfoods. Then we'll have winner of the Cork Regional Heat, Randall, presenting Rig Bag. Next after that will be Trevor and Una from Fantasy 5 Live, who won the Kilkenny Regional Heat. And then we'll have Barry from New Age Memorials, who was our winner in the Limerick Heat. At that point, guys, we're going to take a break for about 15 minutes so that everybody can get a cup of coffee or tea and maybe a glass of water, a little bit of fresh air. So that will be at about 3:45. And then I'm
here with my co-founder Chris, Brian and Chloe, and we are Clever Miles. So this is the start of the Clever Miles solution. It's a small box that you plug into your car, usually around the steering wheel. It takes about 5 seconds to do it. The driver themselves can do it. In it, it has a SIM card, which lets it constantly communicate with the cloud. So it's sending up information on any unsafe driving, so any harsh brake and acceleration and so on. And it sends it up to our cloud service, where it's analysed and it can be viewed then to our online and mobile platform. That platform is where we engage users around the concept of safety. So we've worked with the Road Safety Authority of Ireland, who have told us that the #1 way to reduce road fatalities is through education. That's what Clever Miles does. Users can log onto the system and get a detailed breakdown of their journeys, and those journeys are then colour-coded depending on their behaviour. Then, furthermore, they get scores for driving safe. So when you take a journey, you get scores, and you can use those scores to get achievements and unlock rewards. Now, those rewards range from logging onto the system and using our avatar, where you can customise your avatar and you can share it on your social media streams, to where we take that to the real world, where you can actually get discounts in sports shops and in clothes shops, get money off a coffee and so on. So it's really nice to use.
From Ireland's Raw Kitchen, just to give you a brief synopsis of where we are to date. We have two sides of the business. The one side is I'm going to be talking about, which is the manufacturing side, which is going to be coming on board after we finish our construction work in a week's time. The existing side is the superfood side, which you'll see we have a presentation in the other room, which hopefully we'll bribe you with later on. So at the moment we've been trading for about 10 months so far. We're in approximately 60 stores at the moment, and we ship to Slovenia, Slovakia. We've had our first order from Germany recently, or in parts of the UK as well. So that's the one side. That's the existing bread and butter at the moment, which will hopefully give us lines into channels into stores for these products.
To get hold of surfers don't tend to share the best beaches. Skydivers don't tell you how to pull the emergency chute unless you're one of them. A lot of the information you have to be involved in the sport and learn it, as opposed to find it out at an early stage. We want to change all that. A lot of the equipment being sold through mainstream websites and on the high street is of fairly poor quality, and it can be a bit dodgy. I don't know of anyone that's bought a parachute off eBay, but I'm sure there are people who have. This one is for sale on eBay at the moment, if anyone is interested. What we're going to provide is a platform where we will charge basically a sub similar to an Action Sports magazine sub, about €60 per year. You can come on, you can buy equipment, you can sell equipment, you can swap equipment. If you're trading up your surfboard, you can swap with somebody who's getting older and doesn't.
My problem was, until the students came back with the results of their feasibility study, I didn't know whether it was going to be good or bad, so I sat back and waited. I did nothing. So 4 months passed, but now I'm trying to catch up. The fact that they said 91% of undertakers thought it was a great idea. In my experience, 100% of undertakers that I've actually called to think it's a fantastic idea once they've seen one. So from Blueface, if I won, is in marketing and placing the concept of fiberglass away from this idea of cheap plastic bottles, to something akin to the Volvo Ocean Racers, because it's the same technology scaled down As I said, these are made by boat builders who are used to building the big cruisers. So it's a high-tech material. It's like all modern man-made materials. As it competes with the traditional old stone or wood or whatever the case may be, it's lighter, cheaper, stronger, more durable, more weather-resistant. It has a whole list of advantages that, in this context, aren't out there in people's minds yet. So that's what I thought.
You know, as the site develops. I mean, initially we had looked at you know, the paying game, the €3, and then eventually moving into €5 and €10 games. And it was actually on the back of the first Blueface event that we were approached by a drinks company that was looking to break into the fantasy sport for football. And you know, from that, it's kind of developed another stream in itself that we plan to look at and plan to develop and help. And the interesting thing about it is that you have so many sports that you can develop, and you know that you can move into. As I said, you have, you know, not just one alcoholic company or a beverage company may be interested in sports sites, but then you have a GEA game, you have your European football, you have your Champions League. You know, we're very comfortable in our market. Like, you do have Heineken Starplayer, who you know, is very much a branded site that's come out in the last 12 months. But no real other sites have developed you know, a fantasy sports game that engages you know, their market or their users.
In the world, and affects over 3 billion people. The main problem with dental disease really is around access. So it's about accessing dentists and dentistry. So that's fine if you're here maybe today on a Saturday, though it's getting late for most dentists and they're probably looking at their watch and about to go home. But if you're in Achill Island, where it's an hour and a half to see a dentist, or you're in St. John's, Arizona, where it's 4 hours, or actually if you're here tomorrow, you'll probably struggle to get a dentist open on Grafton Street. So that has always been the way. You had to get a dental checkup in a... You're ruining my slides, man. You're giving away all the good stuff here. You would have to get a dental checkup in a surgery. But that no longer has to be the case, because with Oral Eye, you can now get a dental checkup directly from your smartphone. This checkup is more accessible to you, the patient, it's more convenient, and it's more affordable than anything available until now. So, how many people access dentistry or look for it every day? Well, the global market is valued at about 300 billion.
I'm a cyclist. I've been cycling my whole life, and I'd be quite safety conscious, so I was wearing a high-vis vest. But it occurred to me that what I was doing was actually quite counterproductive. I was wearing a high-vis vest, but then wearing a backpack over it. And as you can see, it largely obscures an awful lot of the high-vis vest, rendering it kind of pretty useless. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if my high-vis vest could expand when I needed it to, so I could wear it over my backpack, or it'd contract and I could just wear it like normal if I didn't have a bag. So I thought, this is a great idea. I'll go home, I'll Google this, I'll buy it. Went home, couldn't find it online. So I said it to Steve to see if maybe I wasn't Googling the right terms. He couldn't find it. So we decided to make it. My background as a committed cyclist and Steve's as a committed motorist means we approach the issue of road user visibility from two complementary angles. So 6 months ago we launched our first product. It's an expandable high-vis vest called the Flashback. And we launched it as a direct solution to the problem that I had personally encountered. So I have one here. The Flashback expands via a simple set of snap fasteners on either side of the garment. It's then got elastic around the rear, so it prevents the material flapping in the wind. We've got hooks on the back, so you can hang a rear light from there for added visibility in the dark. And it's got a two-way zip at the front, so you put it on, and nice and easy like so. Just bring it.
Another slide here. I am the founder and CEO of the company. I actually came up with this idea looking at kids and their way of learning from the moment they're born. They're learning through experimentation. So I've decided to start up the company. In terms of my own background, I have 2 degrees in software development, a degree in international marketing, and a master's degree in engineering. I've also worked for 2 years for Hutton Mifflin Harcourt here in Ireland. And the moment I decided to start this company, Christian Lutke, who was the senior vice president in Hutton Mifflin Harcourt at the time, decided to support me. He actually really believes in the idea.
The photo, what it does, how it works, and the advantages of it. What it is it's an iPhone application that allows you to print photographs directly from your iPhone. Once the application is downloaded, and it's free to download through the App Store, once it's downloaded, you can choose your photos directly that are on your iPhone or iPad that are backed up in your photo library. You can choose 5 photographs, any address you wish, and have them posted to you. It's cheaper than most kiosks, well, all kiosks throughout the country, and it's hassle-free. It's based in Galway. We do all the printing and packaging ourselves, and it's delivered by An Post. All our products are sourced in Ireland. It's an Irish application, and hopefully it will continue to stay Irish. For future developments, we hope to have an Android version which will be ready before the end of September. Our website to be updated so that we can do bulk orders and numerous different products. And that's where we are at the moment.
The overall winner that we selected, as unanimously I must say at the end, amongst all the judges, was indeed TalkBox and Christine.
I didn't really expect this. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'd like to actually thank somebody that I didn't get a chance to mention in my pitch, and that is Gary and Sarah from Launchpad. They've done amazing work with me, helping me grow and even come up with the concept and build it up to this stage. So thank you so much.
So with that, I have to get a plug in for JarePoint Glass, who actually developed our final award, which is very innovative and unique and actually specifically made for today. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming along today, making this a high-energy, high-octane event. I hope it's the first of many. I know I was talking to Constantine. We've already got plans for next year, and Constantine's got some great ideas, so he will be back, hopefully. So just to say thank you, please do hang around for drinking canapes and so on, and seriously, look out for these companies, these finalists today, because I think we're going to see them, and please give them your support and make them the successful enterprises that they should be. So thank you very much. Thank you.